Lineup in 2 ŠKROBÁKOVÁ, 2 in 3 HILDEBRAND, 4 WU, 5 Ali, 6 White, 7 CARAVELLI and 8 SHIMURA. Angela White in lane 6, the Canadian Olympic finalist 9 years ago, and White's having a good run here, and White is moving clear. Still in her, or has moved into her 30s now, but still running very well indeed. It was CARAVELLI coming through, the Mediterranean Games champion, but Angela White, now 33, 6th in that Olympic final in Athens. Let's sort out 1 or 2 of the minor placings here. White definitely first, CARAVELLI coming through for 2nd place, and then looks like Nia Ali of the United States, and also on the far side Nadine HILDEBRAND there of Germany. They are the first 4 who move through to the semi-finals. The qualifying criteria here in this opening round, generous, lenient, whichever word you want to use really, but first 4 plus 4 fast losers, just narrowing it down to 24. It'll get very speedy when we get to those semis, because it'll be the first 2 and 2 from 3 semi-finals, but no problems there for Angela White. And Nia Ali starts routine in the middle of the living room. Here's Angela White. CARAVELLI finishing very strongly, the Italian. Confirmation of those times, 12.93 to White, CARAVELLI 13.07, and as we thought, HILDEBRAND and Ali, the other 2 automatic qualifiers. As for the rest, well, they'll have to see if they can occupy one of those 4 fastest loser spots available, which will take 24 women in all through to the semi-finals.
So that's the lineup for the second of the 5 heats in the 100 metres hurdles, and straight away the eye is drawn to lane 7, Sally Pearson, defending world champion, Olympic champion, world indoor champion, Commonwealth Games champion. She's got the full set, but there's been a question mark for Dektyareva from Russia in 5, Bio we saw from France in 6, Pearson herself in 7, Merlano from Colombia goes in lane 8, and Andrea BLISS, the Jamaican, goes in lane 9. First 4 through automatically. 12.93, the winning time of the first heat by Angela White. Where they go, good start by Pearson, really burst out the blocks as she always does. Also going well is Faye over in lane 4, but Pearson coming through, dragging with her Bio tracing Pearson all the way, 12.62 the winning time, quicker than the first heat, and further evidence that Sally Pearson is back to fitness and form. A gentle jog really by her standards, but that's a decent time, and that is actually a season's best for her. That betters the time in London a couple of weeks ago. Bio, the Frenchwoman, coming through in 2nd place, and over on the far side it looked as though Faye from Senegal got 3rd, with the Russian Dektyareva in 4th. Those for the automatic qualifiers.
I must say, Cindy Bio's a nice hurdler, isn't she? And Pearson, once she got through the transition phase of getting up to 50 metres and getting to full speed, certainly took her foot off the accelerator pedal. But Bio, who isn't quite as accomplished a sprinter as Pearson, because remember, flat as well. But Bio, Sally Pearson, coming through in that heat of the 100-metre hurdles. Ahead there of the French girl. And certainly a very polished sprinter and hurdler.
Confirmation then for you of the times and qualifiers in that 2nd heat. Sally Pearson, 12.62, a season best. And in 2nd place, very impressively, as we were saying in commentary, the young Frenchwoman, Cindy Bio, who is one to watch, certainly through to the semi-final, and also a good bet for the final.
Well, Queen Harrison among the athletes to go there in lane 4. This is the lineup, or was the lineup, for the third stage. ZBÄREN of Switzerland, Zelenka Canada, Plotnicza of Ukraine, and Talay of Belarus. Queen Harrison, a semi-finalist in the 400-metre hurdles 2 years ago in Daegu, now focusing on the sprint hurdles. Danielle WILLIAMS, the Jamaican champion, her sister, goes in heat 5. Well, Danielle WILLIAMS flying out of the blocks. Queen Harrison has got a bit of work to do. Alina Talay closest to the camera here. The Belarusian is having a good run, and now coming through is Harrison. And it's Harrison and Talay, and Danielle WILLIAMS. Well, she must have caught a crab on the way through somewhere, because she flew out of the blocks, and the Jamaican champion was overhauled by Queen Harrison. Let's see if we can see here where Danielle WILLIAMS did go wrong. Very snappily over the first two. Well, nothing wrong with the hurdling, really, just simply overhauled by the American. Coming through the shadows there, Alina Talay. Nice run from her, but WILLIAMS hanging on for third place. And it was the Canadian Jessica Zelenka, the Olympic finalist from last year, who came through in fourth place. So Queen Harrison 12.95, Talay 12.99, WILLIAMS 13.11, and
just a rerun of victory there for Queen Harrison
this morning.
It was good. It's kind of early in the morning, so I'm not a morning person. So the time clearly wasn't as fast as I'd like it to be, but it's all about getting through the round and getting to the final. So goal number 1, make it to the final, and goal number 2, get on the top of the medal stand.
Just wanted to ask you, you're second in the world this year. How fit are you? In which shape are you coming into this World Championship?
I'm in great shape. I've actually been in great shape all year. Now I'm working on my speed aspect. So the start is usually the difficult part of my race, but I'm learning and I'm getting better every time. So by the time the finals come around, I'm going to be really happy with my performance.
Is it possible to work at this stage of the season still on speed and technique and things like this, or is it to preserve the best possible now?
No, actually you can work on speed. The way that my coach set up my training is staying strong so I can last throughout the whole season, and then as it gets to the most important meets, get faster, get into sprinting. So it's a little different.
Soprunová in 5 from Kazakhstan, Beckles from Barbados in 6, Kondakova from Russia in 7, Okori France in 8, and Flórez Colombia goes in 9 there on the left of your screen. Harper Nelson in 4, 29 years old now, but still a real force. And Tiffany Porter, also a medal prospect. Well, is that a malfunction of the starting gun? Didn't see any twitch, but the starter clearly not happy, so they'll have to go back and do it all again. Soprunová in 5, Beckles 6, Kondakova 7, Okori, the offender there, in 8, Flórez from Colombia in lane 9. This time they're away safely. Dawn Harper flying out the blocks there in lane 4 in the red. Also going well is Tiffany Porter on the inside. Tiffany Porter is leading the way in this one. Harper Nelson as well coming through, as was Kondakova. 12.73 the winning time. Not as fast as Sally Pearson, but that was a very, very good, lively performance there from Tiffany Porter, who has been in good form coming into these championships. Second behind Pearson in London. Kondakova put that minor wobble from Okori behind her. And Tiffany Porter there, Martin, looking very polished. And as always, Harper Nelson also very comfortable.
Yes, it's early days for the Briton, but she's a real medal contender here, and she was sprightly away through the first 3 flights. Good pick-up, excellent sprinter, nice hurdler. Kondakova coming through strongly towards the end there. Dawn Harper, an Olympic gold medalist, not really extending herself. This is absent from this 5th heat of the women's 100-metre hurdles. Shermaine WILLIAMS, well, she's seen her sister go through in the 3rd heat, Danielle. So Shermaine anxious to make it a Williams double in the semi-finals. Brianna Rollins, there she is. Well, she's dominated the world so far this year. Has actually now run faster than Sally Pearson, and when you consider that Pearson is fighting back from that injury, despite Pearson's outstanding credentials at championship level, Rollins comes here as the favourite. But the question mark over Rollins, is that knee injury real or not? Gave it a good clatter on one of the hurdles here in Moscow training at the weekend. So the lineup for this 5th heat: Barber, Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Borsi of Italy in 3, Idlette, Dominican Republic in 4, Rollins, United States in 5, Williams, Jamaica in 7, and Pedersen of Norway, the world junior champion from 3 years ago, is in lane 8. Rollins with the vacant lane to her right. 12:26 Rollins has run this year. Rollins now 4th on the world all-time lists. Let's keep an eye on Rollins here, and no sense that there's any problem with that knee at all over the first 3 flights. She is so snappy, a great sprinter. Look at that, snapping that lead leg down on the other side of those 2'9" barriers. She's taken it, and taken it very well indeed. Veronica BORSI just hobbling across the finish line there. And it was Lavonne IDLETTE of the Dominican Republic who came through very fast indeed, but a long, long way behind Brianna Rollins. Shermaine WILLIAMS does make it to Williams in the semi-finals, but this without a doubt, the US champion, the woman who is 31 wins from 31, now 32 from 32 in 2013, Brianna Rollins. And I would suggest that injury story which was doing the rounds